API can either be used by developers inside the organization that publish the API and any other developer from outside who desires to register into the interface. That's like talking about web design pretty much.
So it's on Twitter and it's a hashtag. So me and my
Okay.
mentor, he passed away 2003. Love you, Mark McCormack. He passed away 2003 and he isn't able to use Twitter as well from heaven.
Good.
I put a hashtag on Twitter, not on Instagram. I put it on Twitter, hashtag external API, where you gotta click, search, favorite, write it down on a piece of paper, research, refavorite, ask a question because an API gets complicated in a hurry. And you can't be the sheep. You need to be the shepherd. Oh my God, that was actually really, because you're literally trying to shepherd up a higher FICO score. You're trying to shepherd up a douchebag. Is that maybe weird how my family loves having Australian Shepherds and I have a Shih Tzu? Pretty. You're trying to shepherd stuff up pretty often. And shepherding the B of A people. I can't tell you how many people don't do it and then they leave the B of A and then I'm like, where are you now? And they're like, I left. I'm like, I told you not to leave until you text me that you got it. Because once you leave, like, you're done. And people are like, oh, you said that. I didn't think it was important. Like, if they make you leave, they said no. And then once they said no, it's hard to say yes. But if you're there and I can help, like, why are you saying no? What if I gave you another $100? Oh yeah, that'll be done. Done. But they left you at maybe. And that maybe became a hard no. That is what life is a soft maybe that we as people of color accept as a no. Except dudes like Larry Chang and Tom Brady don't take your maybe for a no. We take it as a, are you saying there's a shot? And it is it's a maybe definitely yes because of all the things that we're going to do to get prepared to win with PQRST, preview, question, review, summarize, test. Do you see how all these things are under douchebag whispering? Because if you show up at a meeting and then you say, hey, Mr. McCormack, it seems like I'm ill prepared. Why don't I leave? Because I only read your book and 17 articles. It feels like the information that you're giving me is over my head in the 19th article. So I'm going to politely yield the balance of my time, which is douchebag charm, speed seduction. I'm going to yield the balance of your time, my time here with you, so that way I can keep you on time for the rest of your stuff. Thank you very much. Guess what the douchebag always says? Guess what the douchebag always says? No, 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 no. Because you offered to leave, okay? Douchebag whispering, this is supposed to be sort of funny, but it's also sort of real and awesome. They will invite you to things. Don't overstay your welcome and ask them if they want you to leave. In fact, you need to kind of ask people 2 or 3 times. Hey, am I overstaying my welcome? Because I want to keep you on schedule. DBs are constantly late for stuff because they're so popular. Look at Ben. Blew in, dropped a ton of knowledge, which we still have not yet parsed. So keep us on schedule with Ben's genius. And then Ben was gone doing his executive in Silicon Valley work. Right?
Correct. Yeah. It's about like respecting using respect almost as a leverage tool, you know. And but
It's a
respect
currency.
is also just important in general.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand this concept as I look through these these hashtags. I'm starting to understand.
And then to be like Tony Romo. What day did he say that about the Bucks and the Chiefs being in the Super Bowl? I already said it. What day did Tony Romo say it? Signs of life.
January 3rd. He was getting beat by
Patrick Mahomes? Was it Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, you said that
January
Patrick
9th.
Mahomes has a
January
girlfriend,
9th.
no girlfriend?
January 9th. January 9th.
Okay.
January 9th. Signs of life. So when you're looking through these different hashtags, show me signs of life the way that Tom Brady showed Tony Romo signs of life. Because I need to know that you favorited it and read it and then had a tweak on it. Did you mean this? From our 125-21 conversation, did you mean this? Because I'm getting confused as to the details. That's signs of life. What a signs of life really means is you're getting DJ'd to a location as if you're getting air traffic controlled. Now, this is also why I asked both you guys, have you had a mentor prior to me mentoring you? And because that answer was no, the majority of mentors will not then touch you because you never want to bust a person's mentor cherry. You need to be the 17th mentor. This is also douchebag whispering. I should do a TV series on how to be a douchebag whisperer because you want to be the 17th. You want to solicit, and I do mean solicit like a prost. You want to solicit your 18th mentor while you're killing it with your 17th mentor, your 6th mentor, and your 5th mentor by telling the 18th mentor about mentors 5, 6, and 17. Like when I mentioned Mark McCormack as a mentor or Tom Brady as a mentor, do you know how many people literally get sexually excited? I'm assuming women because I can't see an erection like a lady boner, but I can feel that excitement for when they know that's coming. Pun intended.
But,
It makes sense. It's like you're adding value.
so is this a part of your douchebag tie to take us on at, you're popping the proverbial cherry?
Well, he's not
Interesting.
it's not
Trevor,
popping
can you
my
repeat that
proverbial
question?
cherry. He's not popping my proverbial cherry.
Trevor, can you repeat that question? Because it was a really good question. Can you repeat it?
Is this a part of your douchebag ties to pop, at least my proverbial cherry? Because I haven't had a mentor before.
Yes! This is my douche tithe in 6 ways. One is, if I were Mark McCormack, I'd be happy that a little bit of time spent with some random dude helpful. 2, yeah, I mean, I don't know you guys, and I mean, people of color are intrinsically not great at saying thank you. The way that douchebag whispering actually was brought to me, which is another douchebag whisperer episode, is that Caucasian people and some Chinese people from Naperville, okay, but it's basically only Caucasian people. They're so good at saying thank you. Like, that's their life hack, is saying thank you. Like, white people say thank you in a way that every ethnicity does not say or do.
Boom. Knowledge bomb. I think about that sometimes. There is a certain ego that you have to give up to be able to say thank you. And I definitely notice that in my community. I notice that even simply when I'm doing Uber rides. I get more thank yous from white people, from even certain Asians that you can obviously tell that are in medical fields and science, things like that, than I get from black people that I get from urban neighborhoods. That's definitely a big thing. And that's super noteworthy.
there's this other mentor I have. His name is Gary V, and he actually wrote this book, and I was literally on his jock so much so that I was actually almost behind him because he wrote the book, The Thank You Economy. I want to say 2012 at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. And I was like, let me buy a bunch of copies. Let me host a book signing for you. And will you sign my book from the front row? And he looks at me, and this is like the fourth or fifth time that he had maybe seen me from afar. He looks at me and he's like, are you a whale? Trolling me with all this love because I'm actually feeling guilty signing the cover of my own book.
Know how to garner success.
Douchebag whisperer, okay? Hashtag douchebag whisperer. Leveraging a thank you. So being able to write a paper thank you card, like you don't need Bitcoin. You just need a stack of thank you cards and some stamps. Like that's really what you need.
It's the connections that you can make that could propel you, rather than just the monetary that you could own.
They both go hand in hand because most people are seriously not very thankful. Okay, so I'm going to Tampa obviously for the Super Bowl, right? Because I'm a super douche, and I benefited from an asymmetric trade of buying housing because I could sell the housing if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost to Green Bay, because I would sell rooms that I booked for no money, okay, just my credit, for let's say 100 units of money. But I would sell it to a Packer backer or a Bills Mafia or a New Orleans Saints person. Actually, New Orleans Saints fans probably just sleep out of their car. Kidding. I would sell that housing for $600, 600 units of money that I haven't even bought for 100. So arbitrage is selling it first and then buying it. So I'm obviously on my way to Tampa. Think about my level of preparation.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is a great way. The Super changes hands of money. It makes sense.
So advertising a product before you even have the product in hand is what arbitrage is, and selling that product before you even own that product.
I'm gonna start to look into doing rental arbitrage with Airbnb.
No. 2, 6, and 9, okay? Like, do you see how, like, you have a smart brain that has no focus? That's why I was off the call for a time, because as soon as I left, okay, literally the wagon wheels came off. Like, there's a reason I wasn't talking, because I wanted to see if you're going to go back to 2, 6, and 9. Because you just went to Airbnb arbitrage mentor where Bern's advice or insights apply to sell it first and then buy it.
So with these nanos, basically, we need to find people that are going to buy these nanos and get them under an understanding that they're going to buy these nanos, and because this is the new thing, this is the new wave of how things are going to work. And then
you're going to get credibility. And you're going to get credibility because the first tip of buying a hardware wallet is you must buy the hardware wallet from the hardware manufacturer. Write that in a box, because if they're buying a box like AirPods, no, they have to buy it from, because it's called the man in the middle attack. It's a security malware hack. So you want to sell it first and then buy it. But when you buy it, you want to help them buy it from the hardware wallet manufacturer.
So we're shepherding people to this product and to this website to help them buy them.
Yes.
I kind of get it.
And do you see how you can easily screw this up?
Game.
Wait, say that again.
It's almost like it's like, for lack of better words, putting somebody on game. Like I'm introducing you to something new, to this hardware manufacturer.
This leads me to another Mark McCormack hack, which is called How to Do What Bern and Trevor Do Without Having to Pay Bern or Trevor. So the presentation's called How to Do What Larry Chang Does Without Having to Hire Larry Chang. That's, what question number is that falls under, Trevor? What question number is it? And don't screw this up, because it's one of your questions. What question does this go back to?
9.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good job. I thought you were going to screw it up, actually. Yeah, it goes to 9. Because, and do you see how Tom Brady throws a shit fit, okay? The only time he throws a shit fit and gets in Mike Evans' face during the Kansas City game was, there's a freaking blitz, okay? Change your route and rub the right defensive end. Like, you messed that up. You didn't rub him, and then you ran your normal ass route where, it was a blitz coming. Like, where are you going? Immediately after getting yelled at and screamed at, what did Mike Evans do? Caught 2 touchdown passes, which led, who's that guy from January 9th? What was his name again?
Tony Romo?
Signs of life. Signs of life. So when you say question 9, okay, the reason it circles back to question 9 is why?
It's the spelling of the pickaxe. It's using knowledge. It's using the things that are surrounded around a certain subject. So.
Do you see why when people say? Yes, that's 9. But do you see why when people say having a mentor is critical?